Okay, this one's gonna be kind of short because I totally forgot to record it. It's April 25th, so the last one should have came out like 5 days ago. So oopsie doopsies. I'm not gonna show anything from the game right now because it's actually updated past what this video is supposed to be recording. But a couple updates is I got the actual mutation system working. So this is something I was like super excited about. I'll actually just show maybe the little blog post here because then I can just go through my talking points really quick and just sort of show you what's up. So I got this new rat rig in the game, which I could showcase a little bit here. This rat rig is specifically like fully rigged and basically allows me to start animating the freaking rats, which is great, which is amazing. This has never been done before with Rat Rumble. No one's ever animated anything before. At Minimart, at least. Surely someone's animated something somewhere else. So you can see here I'm trying to show off this FK IK switch. So basically FK means forward kinematics. I'm moving my rig from the sort of base down to the like extended extremities or whatever. So that's whatever. It ended up not working because I didn't try hard enough. I mean, honestly, like I put a lot of work into it. I thought it was really awesome, but then there was a parenting constraint issue where like if the nose is in charge, then all the eyes and stuff don't follow the head, and then vice versa. So like all of the other pieces being attached got into being a really big pain, and I'm sure there's a way to fix it. I just, at this point, it's not worth it. But here's me showing off some of the movement of the rest of the rig. All of this was just kind of like I did this based on how I felt I should. You know, like I wasn't following any strict rule book on how to rig. Obviously I know how to rig though. You can see the arms aren't moving there. That's obviously kind of an issue. But they're moving there. Okay, whatever. I like this pose a lot. It's like very no effort, and all of a sudden we have a sort of upright rat. You can see there's extra pieces. There's the legs, there's a different leg, and there's a third leg, and then there's the updated hands that are slightly more boxing glovey, and then there's the eyes, so there's the X on the eyes, and there's also actually a wide eye, so no eyelid. And then there's the mouth, which is kind of haunting. And the tail is an IK rig, meaning it goes from the outside in terms of influence. So pretty, like, I'm happy with this. You know, for what this is, it's pretty modular. You can see the different legs sticking out there and stuff like that. It was good. That's not even the only thing I did, though. So over that weekend, I got the actual mutation system working. So basically, however often I want mutations to happen, the rats have rat stats. So they have these little stat blocks, and I can add whatever I want into it, and they can influence the rest of the rat. So right now there's health, speed, attack speed, and damage. And those four things, at random, whenever a rat is spawned, there's a chance for a mutation. If a mutation happens, then one of those four stats goes up a point or down a point. That point corresponds to a percentage between a range from lowest and highest, and then that rat gets the thing. This was like a huge deal. And then I also built this survival score. So based on how much damage the rat does, if it triggers a win condition like killing the player or breaking the door, if it breaks a turret, and how long it survives, the survival, basically that rat gets a survival score. And all of the rats from a certain population will be averaged. So like normal rat, maybe they're averaging 0.3, and then there's a mutation and speed rat comes in, and speed rat got through and bit the door. Well, now speed rat's a 0.45, and so that actually will have a higher success rate, and so it'll have a higher influence in the like gene pool. So now we're spawning speed rat, speed rat, speed rat, speed rat, and now there's 15 speed rats, but the player has adjusted. You know, the speed rats, maybe they went to 0.5, you know, survival score, but now the player is aware, they're seeing this, they've gotten used to the pattern, they kill all the speed rats, their score plummets, the normal rats and the speed rats even out. Now there's a speed rat every once in a while, and it's been added to the population or the gene pool. And then a new mutation can come along. It could be brand new, or one of these other two things can mutate until it runs out of points, which right now the default rat has 5 points. So I hope that like isn't too confusing just talking it through instead of showing you. I feel like it's relatively simple, and I feel like I explained it pretty concisely there. But it's exciting. It's like the core mechanic behind everything. And so that's this week. I'm sorry I'm doing this late, but like that was the week of this. And then the next video is going to look exactly the same, but I'm going to actually show you the game because I'm going to show you some new updates and stuff. So that was I don't know, the 3rd week of April. So the 4th week I've been doing videos, which is crazy. Time's going very fast. Yeah, pretty cool stuff going on under the hood in Rat Rumble 2.